Today on the set, we have a special guest with us. She's the head women's basketball coach here at Emory and Henry, Joy Scruggs, and she played for Pat Summitt, the winningest Division I women's basketball coach in all of women's basketball history. Glad to have you on the show today, Coach.
Thanks, Chris.
Well, we'll start off talking about the team here at Emory and Henry, and this season, you got off to a little bit of a slow start after last season. You guys closed fantastically. You know, I think Tuesday Woods hit a shot with half a second left on the clock in the last game to get you guys into the ODAC tournament. And can you talk about a little bit about your expectations for this season after last season, after the fantastic game?
I think everybody finished last season, and fans included, really excited about coming into this year. You know, it looked like we were going to have everybody back from last year's team, and like you said, we finished strong, and Tuesday hit a free throw with almost nothing left on the clock to win our game in overtime and qualify for the ODAC tournament. And so it looked like, you know, we were just headed to keep sailing, but as is many times the case in life, what you think is going to materialize and what materializes sometimes are two different things. And that's always the case with a team. You can have everybody back, and it's a different year, and it's even though it's the same team, it's a different team. And we have several people from last year's team who either injured or are not returning, and it just makes for a different complexion. So we're working on trying to find a little more gel and a little more continuity and teamwork to be more effective. You
mentioned the players that are injured or not returning. Brittany Rogers got injured before the beginning of the season, and she's a key piece to your team. Can you talk about the blow that dealt you guys early on?
Well, we have a group of juniors who've gotten a lot of experience over the course of their playing here, and Brittany's one of those. And you knew you missed her. We were getting ready to play Washington Lee about a week ago, and I was reading the game notes on their website for the game, and it mentioned Brittany had 21 points last year when we played them, and you just sort of wanted to bash your head into the floor thinking, oh, yeah, I knew I missed her. But regardless of what kind of contribution she made, you miss that kind of leadership and experience, and again, somebody who makes a difference to her teammates.
Well, you mentioned that class of juniors. They're experienced, but they're also kind of young in the sense that, hey, they still have an eligibility year left. It seems like they've been around forever. Do you think that's sort of contributed to the inconsistency of the team a little bit and having younger players underneath them?
I have no idea. You would think our experience would be, a real plus for us. So it's really kind of hard to put your finger on what are all the variables that have caused us to have a little bit more rocky year this year than we anticipated.
Well, lately, though, you've found some consistency. You've won 4 games, all conference games, since we came back from Christmas break, and 2 in a row. Can you talk a little bit about what you're doing differently from the games that you've lost, or is there anything differently?
Well, we've kept trying to focus on the things that we wanted to do, trying to ask our players to make a commitment to the things that they knew they needed to contribute to their teammates and for themselves, and just continued to work and work to see if we can't maximize ourselves and our abilities and do that with teamwork.
Well, what do you think that you need to improve upon, making the stretch run into the ODAC tournament? What do you think you need to improve upon to get to where you want to be at that point?
I think for us it's hard work. Some games we just don't work as hard as we need to. Things don't go our way early, and we're just not continuing with the effort we need to have. And teamwork's always, those two things have, over the course of my lifetime here, have been the things that have helped us be successful. So those are the things I feel like an Emory and Henry team always has to have. You've just got to have really strong teamwork. You and your teammates have to maximize each other out on the court. And you better be ready to work harder than the enemy team's going to work.
In regards to recruiting, this location, this college, what are some specific problems or things that the school may offer that are great that help you or hurt you in recruiting?
Well, having a fantastic educational institution is, a tremendous thing to offer students. I think sometimes, in particular, students that are here now, you sort of think, oh, our location is a liability. I see our location as an asset. As a student here that you get the opportunity to form such great relationships with the people here, with the faculty here. It's all about the people here. These are the people that are going to be your best friends for the rest of your life. You know, your professors are going to help open doors for you and make a difference in your life, not just, you know, Thursday when you have a tutorial with them, but, you know, 3 years down the road and 12 years down the road, it's going to make a difference in the success you have. So to me, I think our location helps foster those relationships. I think it's great that we're here, we're our own community. You know, the stuff you want is out there, and you hop right on the interstate and you get to it, but it's not, you know, happening right here in our back door. And so to me, that's a selling point, I think, for our school, is where we are and what that fosters in the people that are here.
Well, sticking to recruiting, what is the one thing you look for above anything else when you're looking for your high school talent, when you're looking at your players? What skill set, you know, stands out above anything else for you?
Well, we tell recruits when they come on campus there's 4 things we're looking for. And I'll be frank with them. Some of them don't have as much of an order as this one, but the first thing we're looking for is someone who's a good person. We feel like you can do more with somebody who's, you know, with players that are good people than you can with the adverse. We want people who value a quality education and want to get better as students and understand those things that I just said about relationships and what a difference it makes, you know, educationally. We want people who want to get better as players, and we want people who value and understand the importance of teamwork, that want to be in the environment of a team that helps them become better and they help their teammates become better. So those are things that we say are important to us, and we want people who, you know, want those things. I mean, yeah, a great talented player is a find, and it's a great thing to get, but I also believe you can do more with players who follow those 4 things we're looking for and maybe have less talent than somebody on another team, and they're not interested in those 4 values and qualities that we're looking for. So yeah, talented player, but you can tell a lot by how a person treats their, you know, their relationships, their peers, their parents, you know, those kinds of things, and then, you know, how hard they work. So those things are part of it as well.
Well, before we run out of time, is there anything else that you think that I've missed that you want to let the viewers know out there? Come support the team?
Yeah, come see the women play, and you know, we'll promise we'll keep working on trying to get better and trying to represent the school.